What's up, guys? Here's a update video and the total versus scores video.
Yep, it's an update video to say what the total versus scores of 2018 were. We haven't uploaded in almost 2 months now, and Ryan especially, because his videos, I have to edit his videos, but haven't been doing any of that. I haven't been editing any videos for the past 3 months.
Yeah.
Because I've been sick. I'm feeling a little bit better now, but not completely. But I figured this has to be done because it's almost New Year's, so, and we always do this on New Year's.
Yeah. So right now, this is the total versus scores after 2017, where it was us three, or 23, Laurel 17, and John you at 11, and the other one still is pretty much still the same. I think it was like that before 2017 also, because of Limbo versus. And Donna, we still haven't even finished Super Mario Galaxy. It's gonna be like 2 years after we started that we ever finish it, because still on episode. Still gotta do episode 13.
Yeah, and there's 23 total.
And this is the score from all of us, where Brittany technically has the lead, but really I think only because she's been in less versuses, and I'm in third, and I was in fourth.
Yeah, I'm ahead of you, and I almost have as many points as you, but you have been in more versuses.
Yeah, well, this is the total versus scores total from last year. And this is the versus involving only us 7, so it's pretty much the same, only it's 7. But Laurel, you're in last in this one.
Yeah, I know, but that's gonna change this year, ain't it?
Maybe.
Okay, well, here's the last 2 verses we did last year, Inside versus and Link's Awakening versus. We just quit that.
Yeah, rage quit. And after that, the first, well, I'm not sure if FNAF versus and Getting Over It was the start of 2018 or if that was 2017, but we planned on continuing with it in 2018, but didn't. But that's why I just put it at the top. Figure we'll just count that win as, I figured I'll just count that. We was going to continue it, especially FNAF, but I just decided no. Laura, you could just have that win.
Oh, yeah, another one. Yeah, I wanted you to play the third one, but you ain't never did it.
Yeah, because this laptop's kind of shitty, and I don't really want to try and run that game. I'm pretty sure I tried and it didn't work. That's why. And Getting Over versus, we all tied, so nobody got any points from that one. So that's, but it was a versus, and it's technically counted.
Yeah, and after that was Cat Mario versus that I won.
Yep, and I got second, and Brittany got third, and Laura, you got dead last.
Yeah, damn it.
Oh, and on the next one you see it says looser challenges. And also, next was Sexy Hiking.
Yup, I won that one too. And James got second, Manny got third, and Brittany lost. Oh, yeah.
Nice. That one was, those were the 2 versuses of the year. Start of the year. Plus there was, and then there was Crash Bandicoot 1 Old Verse New Versus with me, Laura, James, and Jake.
That I won, hell yeah. Another one for me. And James got second again, damn.
But I got third, yay. That's 1 win for me. And then there was a waifu tournament, but that doesn't count. You can read that if you want, but I'm just going to scroll. And then Ape Escape Self versus, that was just me versus me. That doesn't really count towards total scores that we'll show here in a minute. The one for 2018. Because then there was Little Nightmares and Crash Bandicoot 2.
And I won Little Nightmares. And I got second in Crash Bandicoot 2.
And I got second in Little Nightmares. And I wasn't in Crash Bandicoot 2.
And I lost Little Nightmares. I was supposed to play Doki Doki Literature Club for it.
Yeah, you was gonna record it, but I decided we don't want to record Doki Doki, and I don't want to edit more Doki Doki. I did, as much as I love that game, I did a whole bunch of editing just for my series alone, and I don't feel like doing any more Doki Doki. Not even that brand new day mod. I don't even want to do that anymore. I forgot to mention that in my video, but I'm not doing Doki Doki anymore either, unless something new comes out relating to it, or maybe a mod eventually. I might eventually continue the mod, but for now, I'm not so sure. The only reason I did want to continue is because it's called A Brand New Day. It reminds me of the ReZero outro. And we'll start waiting for a new day. And I had that as the outro, but I'm definitely not continuing it anytime soon. Maybe eventually, but nah. But yeah, the Crash Bandicoot 2 versus James won. Laurel got second. Jake got third, and Mandy got fourth. That's technically the last versus we did. Technically, we did a trivia tournament, and these are the results for that. Ryan's team won.
Yup, it sure did. By a lot, look at that.
Yeah, 'cause I won. Between us. I got second in the whole tournament, though.
Yeah, it shows that right here. But I got second in this one at least, and Mandy got third. I'm surprised Mandy did so well. And it shows who the places for everyone in the tournament. Yehuda won again. He won the last tournament also, and Laurel got second. I can't believe history just repeated itself.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell, man? It was so close, too. But oh well. We're gonna win this team trivia tournament next. My team's gonna win. Team Caulifla.
Yeah, and I'm Team Android 18. So far I'm not doing so good though. John's Team Zamasu is winning.
Yeah, when he said John, he didn't mean me. But I am on that team now. I'm on John's team, Team Zamasu. Because I was sick, so I quit the tournament, quit being captain of Team Caulifla. And I wasn't thinking I was going to even participate in the tournament at all. But I'm feeling a little bit better. Since John lost a person, I figured, you know what? Who better to fill the spot of his missing team, because you need 10 people, than me, a former Zamasu member, a zero admin plan from the last tournament, because we had these unofficial teams, which nobody knows what we're talking about because we don't talk about it on videos much. And on Ryan's team, Brittany, Trey, Ashley, and Tom are also on that team, so his team, we'll be probably counting this as a versus for 2019, but I don't know.
Yeah, on my team, I have Mandy, Jake, and James.
Yeah, that's funny how they're on your team.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been better if I went to Team Zamasu and you stayed captain on this team.
Yeah. Oh well, what's done is done though. I'm Team Zamasu. That way all three of us are on different teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. But now all the more reason for me to beat Team Zamasu whenever we do part 2 of the... Because it's like Jeopardy themed, but this time it's going to be... Part 2 is normal.
Yeah. And I also have a list of verses that's technically ongoing. Episode 4. Brittany still needs to do her episode 4. Actually, I need to give you guys the file so she can edit her part 4, because it was on my laptop. And I don't think I ever gave the files to her. And the second waifu tournament, that one technically finished, but it's not official. I could have probably put that somewhere. Well, I don't know. It could be. That should be technically 30.5. Crash Bandicoot 3 is an ongoing versus. We're all tied up. Episode 1's out, so. And here's a trivia tournament. See, this is what I just said. I don't know if I scored above it earlier, but I showed a pool league thing where it was me, Ryan, and Jake. But we're on pool league now. As you can see, my team's losing badly, and Tom's team is winning. This isn't an official versus, though, so it doesn't count towards the total scores. And Monday League, I'm not even on. I don't like really Monday League. And Tom's team's winning here too. But, okay, now we'll talk about the total scores, which we already recorded. We already re-recorded this part.
Yeah. Now here's the total scores between us three after 2018. Also, you added the results from the trivia tournaments to this.
Yeah, because we've been in 3 trivia tournaments. The first one, it was just me, Ryan, Laurel, and Jake. And the scores from me, Ryan, Laurel's in this. And then the next one was me, Ryan, Laurel, Jake, James, Mandy, and Brittany. But again, this is only counting us 3. And the recent tournament had all 7 of us, plus a few others, Tom, Trey, and Ashley, but you'll see that later. But now, look at what the scores are.
Yeah, I have 27, Laurel has 22, and you have 14, John.
Yeah, I did so bad. At least I think I that might be wrong, actually. What do you know? That's actually right. Damn, I'm doing so bad. And, jeez, and yeah, and it says ongoing versus Detroit Become versus upcoming. We're not sure about that one yet. But what we might do is Crash Team Mesa versus 3, but that's just going to be me and Laurel plus 2 others. Unless we decide to switch Ryan with someone else. This is me talking about how maybe we can try and catch up. Because we want to get our scores, the total scores, even. And then Crash Tag Team Mesa versus 3 somehow. If we can ever get a better capture card, that'll work for, well, a better capture card, or a computer that'll work with the current capture card that we have, even though it won't be that good of quality. And as for what I'm saying about to get us all at 50 to be the Motherwell versus a grand finale, I suppose that's the case we want to quit by then, if we don't want to continue doing versuses. But that's a big maybe. I don't think we want to quit then. Do we want to quit then?
I don't know. That depends on what we have going on at the time.
Yeah, it depends what's going on at the time. Right now I'm sick, so that's why we haven't been doing anything. So, we only decided to add the trivia scores, I only decided to add them recently. Because I didn't consider the trivia tournaments as part of any of the verses. But, I figured, you know what? That might change the score a little bit, give me more of a fair chance, because I did sort of well the first trivia tournament. So, before, Jake was at the top. He finally passed Brittany because he got so many more wins. And technically, it's not much different than the score from last year, but I decided, you know what, if Brittany wants a better score, she has to be has as much versuses. Plus, a better percentage, because he doesn't have a better percentage. Ryan, you're still in 3rd, and Laurel's in 4th, because you guys' total score is almost the same now. And mine's a little bit above yours. But I only have 29 wins. Jeez.
Yeah, you suck, man. But you suck. Yeah, you suck, man. Even James is beating you.
That's only because he has a better percentage. Only because he's been in less versuses. And Mandy's behind me. And here's our scores after we added the trivia scores from all 3 of the tournaments. Laurel's in the lead.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I have over 35% rate of winning. Oh, yeah.
And I'm in 2nd. And now Jake's in 3rd, and Brittany's all the way in 8th. What the hell?
Yeah, it's because the trivia scores are added. It's because Brittany does terrible at the trivia tournaments. Both times she got last place. So she didn't get any points from that. She only got more added to the total thing, which gave her a lower percentage. But now I'm in 5th, and James is still beating me. That's what he wishes he was doing. And Jake and James are ahead. Technically, I probably should be ahead, but oh well. And as you can see, Tom, Ashley, and Trey were added to it, because they was in this tournament too, and so Tom's behind Tyler and Josh now.
Yeah, Tom did pretty good in that tournament. did better than me. That's why my score didn't go up as much. That's how Laurel passed me. Because you did much better than me.
Yeah, between us, I won both of the tournaments. But between everyone, I got second place both times. To the same friggin' dude. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that sucks. Can I fit both of these? So, now this is the versus is involving us 7 only. This is, before that, Ryan was in the lead, and Jake was in second, and I was in third. But after, I'm in first, Ryan's in second, Laurel's in third.
Yeah, only because you got... Wait, how the hell are you in first when... You shouldn't have them... Oh, never mind. Wait, how the hell did you get that much? Wait, how the hell did you get that much?
Well, I got second place in this recent trivia tournament, so that gave me like 6 extra points. Plus I got 3 from the first tournament. But the second tournament I did terrible. So 3 plus 6 is 9. That would put me at 30. Okay, so before I added in trivia scores, Ryan was in the lead, and me and Jake was in second and third. We technically had the same amount of wins, but I had a lower percentage because I was in another versus. And Brittany was in fourth. That's what I like to see. Brittany not winning.
Oh, yeah. And look at that. I'm not in last, at least. Oh, yeah.
But after I did the trivia scores, me and... Okay, my mouse is messing up. After I did the trivia scores, me and Ryan have the same amount of points, but he's been in less versuses, so he technically has a lead. But we have the same amount of points, so...
Yeah, I gotta break that tie this year.
Yeah, and Laura's 28. He moved up from the trivia scores.
Oh, yeah, dude. Because I'm good at Dragon Ball Z stuff. And I'm going to win this next tournament, too, the Team Trivia one. We're going to get points from that one, too.
Yep, that might actually be technically the first versus score that gets added to this. Once that Team Trivia tournament's over. Unless we finish Crash 3 before then, but I doubt it. And Jake and James are tied now. Literally tied. In fact, it's not even showing... It should show... Oh, Jake's in fourth because he did better in the trivia tournament than James did. So that's why it says Jake's in fourth. But Brittany now is losing so badly. Her and Mandy. Technically, Mandy should be in sixth. I need to fix that. I'll fix it later. Mandy should be in sixth. Brittany is in dead last. Hell yeah.
She's also been in less versuses than everyone, so we need to change that.
Yeah. Well, she's in the Minish Cap versus. We just need to continue that. Plus Crash 3 versus. We need to finish that.
Yeah.
And now that I have a new phone that we're recording with, which hopefully there's not a fan noise that's too loud. And there probably is, but oh well. You know what? I haven't recorded so long, really don't care about the quality. I just want to play games. I just want to play games. I just want to be happy. I just want to not be sick. God damn it.
Yeah.
But that's it for the total versus scores. Versuses we might do next, I suppose. So this is a list that I have of versuses we might do next. We need to... I don't know what that top one is supposed to be talking about, but Ryan, Brittany, Jake, and James were going to do a versus of the mobile games on my phone, or on their phones, maybe. But if to get the scores even, because as you saw where it showed the Minish Cap and Crash, that it showed what scores we would have after the versus is over. Though it's going to change once the trivia tournament starts, so I need to fix this a little bit. That's made me think of something. Anyway, Crash Bash versus is something we could do, because after Crash Bandicoot 3 versus, because I have the emulator for it, and we could probably record it, maybe. Then again, probably not. Probably not. I just realized would have to be on the keyboard. Can't use the controller. I mean, maybe. Unless I could probably figure it out somehow. And Kingdom Hearts 2 Versus, if I can get it on PS4, but it'll probably be 2.5. Hopefully it doesn't change too much of the game. If there's some bonus stuff, hopefully that's bonus stuff's optional, or it doesn't take too long. And Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled Final Versus. Once the remaster comes out, we're doing that Versus in July.
Hell yeah.
I know it. I can't wait for that.
Well, Ryan, you're not going to be in it. It's going to be me, Laurel, Jake, and Mandy. Unless we change our mind and switch Ryan out. But we're doing this to, as you see, it keeps showing the scores going up. We're doing this to try and get ourselves even with each other. And Brittany's going to have to do some kind of verses to catch up to our scores. That's what the Minish Cap thing's for, but she's going to need another one of those type of play-alongs. And I want to be the guy versus... you guys can do that if you want. Because it's you, Brittany, Jake, and James. Or you can replace it with a different verses.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure that out some other time.
Yeah, we'll worry about the verses we're currently doing. This is just an outline of what we might do for the year of 2019. And there's a list of Jake, James, Manny, and Brittany, but need a versus for that. And it doesn't have any of us in it. That's funny. That would be a funny versus to see. A very quiet one, because none of them talk in their videos, because they don't want to make their personal lives public. I don't know how to word that.
Huh. Yeah, I agree.
You agree that you don't want to make your life too public. I agree also. That's why I'm slowing down on the videos and just want to play games instead. And not worry about online stuff so much. But I'm talking about what Brittany could do, but you can read that. If that ends up happening. Plus, we gotta do another versus to get them at 6-3. Then all of us should be at 6-3. Then we'll do another versus to get us at 6-6. But after the trivia tournament, after this trivia tournament, we'll be at 69. Huh. We'll already be at 69 after that, where another versus is. That'll get us them to 69, and the rest of us will be at 69. Maybe 75 will be the final one. Yeah, maybe 75. Don't listen to what that says. 75, if we decide to stop, 75 will be a good stopping point for the versuses. Maybe not a stopping point, but a point where we could say that maybe a midpoint? Probably stopping point. Because a stopping point, it's 75 is in case we want to stop. In case we have stuff, by that time we'll probably have stuff going on in our lives where we won't have time to do any of this anymore. Because we can't do verses forever, especially with so little viewers. So 75 might be the final one, once we all get to 75. That means by the end of 2019, this channel might be dead.
Yeah, if it's not already.
So by the end of 2019, both mine and Ryan's channel might come to an end. I was half tempted to stop my channel now. And Ryan too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, kinda. But I do wanna get these scores, get these versuses done. So I don't want to stop yet until we finish the versuses that we're doing. And the other ones. Plus I want to beat Laurel. There's still verses I want to beat people in. I want to beat these people in these verses until I come out on top.
Oh yeah, me too.
Well, you can't both come out on top. That's what she said. So, But if that's how it is, that means we won't stop doing verses until all of us come out on top.
So if you guys enjoyed this update video, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below and let us know you did, and subscribe to see more videos. Next videos to come is Detroit Become versus me and Laurel, and Crash Bandicoot 3 versus with me, John, Mandy, and Brittany, and Minish Cap versus with John, Laurel, Mandy, and James, and me talking with her, probably.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, I meant to say see ya.